In our morning consumer news, the Trump administration is ending hunger reports after enacting historic cuts to food stamps. The Ag Department says it'll scrap the 30-year report on food insecurity. It comes after Congress passed cuts that will kick 2.4 million Americans off their food benefits. The latest data shows that hunger is rising. 13.5% of households were food insecure in 2023. The administration calls the report redundant and politicized. If you've had your car repaired lately, you've likely noticed higher costs. Car repairs rose 5% between July and August, the largest one-month increase on record. Overall, car repairs are up 15% from a year ago. Analysts say Trump's tariffs are mostly to blame for the higher costs. Ford is recalling more than 100,000 sedans over faulty door trims that could fall off while driving. The recall affects Ford Taurus models from 2016 to 2019. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the front door trims could detach and become hazardous. Ford has received more than 450 warranty claims, but reports no crashes or injuries. The Federal Reserve cut interest rates amid economic uncertainty from Trump's tariffs. Karen Caifa looks at what the rate cut means for you.
The Federal Reserve making its first rate cut since last December and making the move to prop up a U.S. labor market that is now on shaky ground. Consumers won't feel relief on loans right away, but it's a small step as the credit landscape starts to draw some concerns.
The Federal Reserve on Wednesday cutting interest rates for the first time in 2025.
In light of the shift in the balance of risks, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to lower our policy interest rate by 1/4 percentage point.
The move comes as the Fed continues to assess the impact of President Donald Trump's tariffs on inflation, which has begun to tick up, and as the labor market shows multiple warning signs.
We've seen hiring slow. Teen unemployment is skyrocketing. Black unemployment skyrocketing. The Fed is concerned about the job market much more than they are concerned about the inflation side of their mandate.
And as credit scores fall at the fastest pace since the Great Recession, the national average FICO score dropped by 2 points this year, according to data released by the analytics company Tuesday, the most since 2009.
Inflation is sticking around. Interest rates are still really high, even with these cuts from the Fed. So it's just a really tough time for an awful lot of people.
Matt Schultz, chief consumer finance analyst for personal finance website LendingTree, says consumers can take their own steps to help reduce their debt burden rather than wait for the Fed.
There are things that you can do with interest rates that will have a bigger impact than anything that the Fed will do.
Schultz says that includes shopping around for a mortgage or auto loan, or making a balance transfer to a 0% interest credit card, or getting a debt consolidation loan to lower interest payments each month.
Remember that the Federal Reserve will likely continue to make these cuts slowly, and rates will incrementally come down from what was a 2-decade high. So any major relief on borrowing costs for consumers is still going to take some time. In Washington, I'm Karen Caifa.